Today we are going to do for class standard 4 the science chapter number 4, clothes for all seasons. Now, as we know, our basic needs, that is food, clothing and shelter. Even clothes are one of the essential needs which you require. Now, if you see, as and when I explain the lesson, I will explain it. Long ago, the cave people covered their bodies with leaves, bark of the trees and skins of animals. So, during the ancient time, the people covered themselves with the leaves or bark of the trees or skins of animals. They used to cover themselves with these things. They did not wear the type of clothes that we wear today. In due course of time, they learned to weave and stitch clothes. They also learned to obtain wool from the sheep to make clothes that could keep them warm during the winter season. So during the winter season, children, we wear warm clothes to keep ourselves warm. Why it is essential or why there is a need for clothes? We wear clothes to cover and protect our body from harsh weather conditions. Harsh weather conditions like heat, dust, insect bites and rain. So, to avoid from the bad weather condition, we need to wear clothes as they protect our and cover our body. We need them all the time. When we stay home or when we go to school or office or when we play or when we go out. Just like we need a house to stay in, so do we need clothes. So clothes are also essential because they protect us from heat, dust, rain and insect bites. And also it is not necessarily only at home or school but everywhere and every time we need clothes. So clothes are also a basic need of our day-to-day life because it protects us from the rain and all. Now what clothes are made up of or what material? Materials are the things. So what things are required or what materials are required for clothes? Clothes can be made from natural or synthetic fibers. Natural fibers which are obtained from nature and synthetic fibers are the material or the substance which are made from nature or artificial threads. Now they have explained each fibers in detail. Natural fibers. Fibers obtained from plants and animals and insects are called as natural fibers. So the fibers, what are fibers? Fibers are the material which are used to make cloth. So the fibers which are obtained from plants, animals and insects, they are called as natural, which are found in nature naturally, so they are known as natural fibers. Most common examples are cotton, wool and silk. We get cotton from the cotton plant. Now I want to tell that in this valley, during the Indus civilization, cotton was the first crop grown over there. Wool from the hair of a sheep and camel and some other animals and silk from the cocoon of a silkworm. So different. So from cotton plant we get cotton and from the hair of the sheep or camel we get wool, and these wool is used to make woolen clothes and cotton is used to make cotton clothes. The cotton plant, from the cotton plant they make thread, they weave and they make clothes, cotton clothes. And some other animals also. And silk. From the silk, when the silk, we get silk, from silk and from the cocoon of the silkworm. So from the cocoon of the silkworm we get silk, and that silk is a kind of a fiber and through which we make silk clothes. The man-made fibers. Man-made fibers are produced in factories are called as synthetic fibers. Now what is factory? Factory is a place where clothes or any things which are converted from raw materials into finished goods or finished product. So the man-made fibers produced in factories are called as synthetic fibers. Most common examples are nylon, lycra, rayon and polyester. These are the examples of man-made fibers, that is the synthetic fibers. These fibers are waterproof, stretchable and wrinkle-free. What is wrinkle-free? A small line, wrinkle, a small line or fold on the cloth. They dry very quickly and they do not need ironing. Say they do not need, synthetic fibers do not need ironing and they dry up quickly. They have listed and shown the different pictures of the cotton flower, the silkworm, the sheep, the camel. So through which we get the fibers. Now let us learn about, after learning the materials for clothes, that is both natural fibers and man-made fibers. Now let us learn about the types of clothes. We wear clothes according to the seasons. So as we know, there are various seasons, there are different seasons, and based on the seasons we wear that kind of clothes. In the summer season we wear light clothes of cotton and lining that are most suitable. So during the summer the weather is very hot, so we wear cotton clothes during that period of time. Because cotton clothes absorb sweat and allow the heat from the body to escape. So we do not wear warm woolen clothes during the summer season, we wear light cotton clothes in the summer season. The summer colors are usually light colored or white as they reflect the heat or allow the body to remain cool down. So we wear light clothes, light colored clothes or white colored clothes because they reflect the heat and allow the body to remain cool. So in the summer season we wear cotton clothes. Now it happens the opposite in the cold season. In the cold weather, however, we need heavy and dark clothes that absorbs the heat and keep the body warm. During that period of time, we want to keep our body warm. So we wear woolen clothes during that period of time. Woolen clothes serve the purpose well. So during that period of time, woolen clothes are worn to keep us body and ourselves warm. Now in the next, go to page number 32, there is an activity. You can just do the match up pictures of clothes with the weather present by the symbols. So that you can do in the textbook only. Further, the clothes are different and are worn for different regions, and states as they depend upon the climate and the tradition of that regions and states. Now, clothes are worn of different region are varies. Though people look similar, people are identical, you have of different states are identical, similar, but resemble, but their way of dressing is totally different as comparative to other states or other places. Now, there are various traditional clothes, traditional dresses of Rajasthan, traditional. If you see the traditional dresses of West Bengal, traditional dresses of Kashmir, traditional dresses of Kerala. So basically Rajasthan, West Bengal, Kashmir and Kerala, these are the 4 different states of India. So it varies, the way, the place where you live in, the climate, based on that you wear that kind of clothes. And the traditional clothes, what do you mean by traditional? The olden traditions means the rituals or the things which are being followed from ancient time, that is called as traditional clothes. If you see in different, like for example the Maharashtrian wear kasta or the saris, which are a traditional clothes, okay, and during specific period of time our clothes differ. Like during national festivals you see white clothes are worn because it gives a symbol of peace also, and there is and it shows a dedication also towards our nation, and white gives a symbol. So different kinds, if you see in the picture, all kinds of clothes are wearing, but being, it is said, unity in diversity. Though our culture, our way of tradition, our way of clothing language differ, but we are as one. That is the reason it is a unity in diversity. As can be seen in these illustrations. What do you mean by illustration, children? A drawing, diagrams or picture in a book or a magazine. Now, illustration, the diagram which is shown now, as you see in the textbook, there are different pictures shown in your book which helps you to understand in a better way, and especially if when you read a storybook or this, the different pictures give you a curiosity to look into the things. And so illustration, so illustrate to say or to show in the form of diagram or pictures. The clothes differs from each other considerably. Some clothes go on to become the national dresses of their native countries. For example, now what do you mean by native, children? Native means the place where you are born and brought up, or the original place where your family has started or inherited. For example, if you see your father's native place or your grandparents' native place, like they are born and brought. For example, if my parents are born in Karnataka, so my native place becomes Karnataka. Though I live in Pune, but my native place becomes Karnataka. So native countries. So based on that, people dress themselves. Sari is a woman's national dress in India. So it is like the Indian represents the women are represented with sari. So it shows that the Indian tradition. It shows the Indian tradition. While it is the kimono in Japan. So kimono is the Japanese people wear these kinds of clothes. People of a profession wear clothes that are same for everyone. Now people of different profession means different work. Okay, so now see, clothes are essential. Imagine if you go to school in colorful clothes, will there be uniformity? No, all the children will be dressed up in various style and all, or various kinds of clothes. So to keep a uniformity means same, or to keep everyone same, so we use a school uniform is being told by to wear by all the children, so that all the children look similar or the same. No one differs. Okay, I am not saying that differs means by people differ from each other, but as a similarity or as a uniformity, children, the school students are told to wear uniform. Wherein other forms also, various professions, like if you see soldiers and if you see the policemen, they are also having uniforms. So they need to wear that kind of uniform or that kind of clothes when they do their work, or when they go to their work or do their professional work. You see the doctors wearing the different kind, the coat and all, and the different soldiers, the army people are dressed in various uniforms. So all people of various professions. So I don't say that all professions wear a uniform, but some of the professions need to wear uniform. So, and which gives them the identity of the people what they wear. So now, for example, if a army person is dressed up in army clothes, so we know that he is an army person or he is a soldier. If a policeman is dressed in his attire or in his clothes, so we come to know that he is a policeman through his uniform. They serve to give an identity to the people who wear them. What do you mean by identity? It gives them think that okay, this person is a policeman, the way he has been dressed up. Now for example, now if I am not a policeman, I wear a policeman coat. Do I become a policeman? No. The uniform itself and also an identity reveals that you belong to that category or you belong to that profession. We get to know about a person's profession from his or her uniform. For example, our schools some examples. So, we get to know about the person's profession from his or her uniform. So, you get the identity is revealed from the person, how he's been dressed up, or what kind of uniform he has worn. Some examples are school students, the policemen, nurses, coffee shop workers and soldiers. Now if you see these kinds of people dressed up in various professions, you can clearly identify that they belong to these professions. Now if you see a person who is dressed up in army clothes, you cannot call him as a nurse, or you cannot call him as a student and all, or you cannot say that a person who is dressed up in a policeman's attire, he belongs to that policeman's profession or to the cop's profession. Now, as you see, they have shown the different picture. That is the first picture, the doctor, the student, the lawyer and pilot. Lawyer is a person who works for the rules and regulations, and he works in the court. Okay. Pilot, the person who flies an aeroplane. Student, you all know. Doctor, who serves the people and makes the people cure the sick people. So all these various professions has different uniform which help to give their proper identification. Now, we learn the materials for the clothes, then we learn why do we need clothes, then we learned about the traditional dresses of the people of different states differs, and now we are going to learn how to take care of your clothes. The clothes that we wear every day get dirty and tend to wear off. Wear off means torn off. Now imagine if you just wear one dress throughout the year, it will become very dirty and old and torn off. It will start there. So whenever we bathe ourselves, we always wear clean clothes. It is said that we should always wear clean clothes, and the clothes that we wear has to be regularly washed. Okay. And when you use one only clothes for several times or many times, and you keep on washing, the clothes try to worn up or try to tear. It becomes very old and looks very old. Okay, and it starts tearing or it starts getting wear off. Also, we must wear clean clothes to remain healthy. You should not wear dirty clothes. Now, when children go to on the playground, they play, the clothes become dirty. So, whenever you come from the playground or when your clothes have become dirty, you should change your clothes and wear clean clothes to make yourself healthy. Therefore, we need to take good care of them so that they will last longer. So you should also take good care. Okay. Now, you do not wear, suppose it's a birthday clothes, you do not wear that birthday clothes or the birthday dress every day. So, that dress or that clothes, the colorful clothes which are brought is used for special occasions and all. So, and when you come to school, you wear a uniform. So, each type of clothes depends upon the situation where you are going or what place you are going. Okay, during the summer season, children, you will not wear woolen clothes or warm clothes. You will not wear cardigan or sweater. Cardigan is known as sweater, or scarves and all around. Okay, during the summer season, you try to wear light cotton clothes. And during the winter season, you wear sweaters and all, scarves and all to protect you from the cold winds. Now, given below are some of the ways in which we can care for our clothes. Wash clothes, wash them regularly. Now, you need to wash your clothes regularly. Regularly means always or every day. Every day means whenever the clothes get dirty, you need to wash regularly. Sunlight kills germs, so dry the clothes in the sun as far as possible. So whenever you see your mother might be washing the clothes and she might be drying the clothes in the sun or outside the window or at the corridor or the place where she dries the clothes. Why is it sun? Why do we put the clothes to dry? Because the sunlight kills the germs which are on the clothes. Iron the clothes before keeping them away. Now, after washing and after drying the clothes, you need to iron your clothes. Use mild detergent for silk and woolen clothes. They can also be dry cleaned. Now, mild means it's not like silk clothes and woolen clothes. You require mild detergent, not strong. Now, mild means it's not too through which the colors of the fiber, the synthetic fiber gets out or which spoils your clothes. So you should use mild detergent. Now for example, woolen clothes, you use easy liquid so that your woolen clothes do not get loose also and they look colorful also. They do not lose their color and look good to wear. So easy liquid is used to wash woolen clothes. Silk. Now what do you mean by dry clean? The dry cleaner cleans the clothes. They clean the clothes or they dry clean, they wash, they iron the clothes and in a special, very like the clothes which are very delicate or which is party worn or is very expensive, we dry clean that kinds of clothes. Store the clothes properly by placing mothballs or dried neem leaves between them. What are mothballs? For example, a small round made of chemical, a small ball made up of chemicals, substance that protects and covers from moths, from any insects and all, from bad odor and all. If you see children, you might be seeing white color naphthalene balls which your mother might be keeping in the cupboard, so that it does not make give a bad odor or spoils the clothes. Okay, these will prevent insects from damaging them. So it does not, it avoids the insects from damaging your clothes and also gives a good odor or good smell. And it does not, like, so for example, if you wash wet, if the clothes are wet and you just fold it and keep it, whenever you remove that clothes, it gives you a bad odor. Now children, let us read the vocabulary. Fibers obtained from plants and animals and insects. They are known as natural fibers. Synthetic fibers that are made by man in factories. Uniforms are special clothes worn by a group of people. Now children, there are activities. Take the correct answer for the following question. Match the columns. Look at the pictures and name the fibers that we get from true or false and answer the following. The objective types of question, you can do it in your textbook only, and the question answers you read the lesson well and then write the question answers in the notebook and do the activity in the textbook on page number 34 and 35. And there is a small activity also on page number 32. Children, do that and read the lesson. Now, one more thing I wanted to tell you. Short of HOTS. What is HOTS? HOTS is, the meaning is high order thinking skill. There are few questions. You can read that questions and try to answer that questions also. Okay, so in the previous lesson number 3 which we had done, children, that is safety in the keyword. I forgot to tell you at that time that as now due to the COVID-19 pandemic, so we should also keep ourselves or protect ourselves from this pandemic or this epidemic by wearing masks and washing your hands and sanitizing it. Okay, thank you children.